Yo, morning, welcome back to the Ahn Rho Project, psychiatric self-therapeutic bloody project for me to solve problems and so on and so forth in my life. If you want introduction and to get to know and understand what we do here on my channel on this project, you can just check out the previous live streams straight up to January 2021. So for the past 3 years, 3.5, maybe more, I've already had a brief or a long-winded breakdown, multiple different versions about what we do here on this channel, how we break it down to domains, sub-analogies, and so on and so forth, as well as the live stream schedule and the copyright free music and all that kind of stuff. So if you want, you can go there. With this particular live stream, today's content, let's just dive into it, a little sort of brief, maybe 1 minute coverage of what we want to do in this live stream. What you see is what you get. We have some photographs of food I purchased once again from Wendy's and from Tim Hortons. So there's some photography to cover. There's some trash related to this as well. And obviously I'm going to be commentating over, say, maybe about 30, 40 photographs for the first couple minutes or so. Just going to be running through them real quick about the decisions that went into them in terms of health, supplements, just getting off work and stuff like that. And then after that, we also have some stuff around the room that I want to get to, and some basic trivial stuff just regarding running out paper and just some thinking about how I'm going to take care of some of the chores that I need to get done today. So it's going to be a very practical stream. And finally, we're also going to discuss just very, very briefly, basically, I gotta go to work today as well, even though it's a Saturday. We're working overtime. We have a lot of stuff going down, and I'll touch on that and how that plays into a little bit with punctuality and my colleagues. So that's what I think we have up in store today. The title's on the top right-hand side, so of course that's kind of a guideline. And on the left-hand side, you see the task list that I'm using to just keep myself organized so I don't miss out on anything. So that's 4:30 straight to 4:37 on the left hand side right there. So let's dive right into it right now. So I'm going to remove a good majority of the photographs you see right now, and we'll start from the very basics. Okay, so straight down, okay, we have this photograph of kind of like the end. After I finished everything, I made a purchase of 5 different items. So we have Tim Hortons and Wendy's, and I just kind of put them all together right there. That's kind of like the food art, if you want to consider it art, and then it's not really art. There's some paper towels in there. There's a lot of paper napkins and stuff. And so here's what we purchased. We had this jelly donut, strawberry filling jelly donut. You can see on the inside. I tried to get several takes, but tried not to take too much. One of the main things I've been trying to resolve as a part of my perfectionism, also my waste of time. I have a poor prioritization and management skills in terms of and that just plays back into domestic issues. So this is a really nice thing I purchased. It's just a snack item I purchased yesterday after I bought Wendy's. Aside from that, we also bought these cheese croissant, which is a favorite of mine. Very crispy. They are a bit more expensive, I think, maybe about $1.60, 80 cents. So it's not exactly a worthwhile purchase unless you really, really enjoy this kind of stuff, which I do. So this is just bakery stuff. Again, I got off work and I didn't have any food for the past, for what? It's been like 4 days now. I've been surviving mostly off of my breakfast, 24 hours, and I would live only off of oatmeal and some meal replacement shakes. Here, by the way, is something that I purchased. So this is something that I haven't tried. This is a pecan banana muffin. And again, once I'm done with these photographs, I can probably put it on a Yelp or whatever. But this main item here I purchased from Tim Hortons largely because I didn't try it out, so I wanted to try it out. So taste sampling, a little bit of, again, items are all pretty cheap, cost about $5.05, so $5.05 Canadian. So that's that, and now we're moving on to Wendy's. So all those previous bakery items from Tim Hortons were mostly for very simply just like snack items to satisfy whatever craving I have after eating something protein. So this one has a lot more protein, a lot more fat, and has some vegetables to it. This one is basically a purchase after work so that I could take my health supplements, which again from Usana Health Sciences, and this is the best photograph I have. I wasn't trying to take any amazing photographs, any amazing shots, nothing like that was particularly important to me. I just wanted to get it done so I could show it to camera. Alright, And finally, we got the small fries. So we bought small fries as well as a junior cheeseburger deluxe. Both of them are very cheap. 1.80, $1.80, $2.19. Total, just the two items together is only about $4.50. So you can see the fries inside and a close-up shot there. And yeah, that was my dinner. Five items. Three of them were bakery items, and two of them were these kind of protein-heavy things, fries and sandwich. All right, so let's get the burst snapshots. So I just burst snapshots covers everything here. Not bad. It seems like I covered most of the food within about a reasonable time frame, about 2-3 minutes. So again, just trying to really take a comprehensive glance at everything. You can see at the very bottom is the bagel with avocado smoothie that was blended in yesterday, and that's not really my item. That's a class 2 item. These are all class 1 items, the bakery items and the fast food from Wendy's, obviously because I purchased myself. All right, that's good. So we're done with the photography. We're done with the food and nutrition and all that kind of stuff, and pricing and costing, and just budget cost me about $10, and logistics getting off work. So oh, I missed some things here. Napkins, paper napkins. So that's that. All right, we're done with the photographs, mostly about 5 of them, and let's move around in the room now. So this kind of the section of this live stream, I'm going to get up and I'm going to move that task list down a little bit so you can see more of the room. So this is region D here, D1, D2. Those are the main highlights. The closet region C, region B, and region A, for kind of like this office area, and they're all subdivided into 1 through 9. Think of inventory logistics if you were to do it at warehousing, if you ever work at a shipping and receiving for your own company. So anyway, basically I've divided my room like that. So we have maybe about 3-4 items here we're gonna remove from the task list here that I want to cover, and to keep me on track I'm going to maximize that a little bit. But you see here in region A, which by the way I just realized the light's not turned on, so this region A7, here's kind of like that food art kind of thing I was talking about. It's not really art, it's just garbage. I'm going to take it out. So that's going to be really simple right here. I just kind of bundle it all together, all the Tim Hortons, all the Wendy's, put it together. So I'm going to move it from region A over to here, region D1, and put it inside this bag here, which is what I'm going to take to work when I'm going overtime work today, right? So just going to dump it in there. I'm also going to, so while I'm covering that, I should mention that the work bag, I put 2 other smaller bags of Hughes Animal Health Science inside. So I'm going to get the groceries before I go to work, and that's 4:31 at the very bottom right hand side, you see right there. So 4:30 working overtime, OT 4:31, and again we work in protective equipment, and that's not the whole COVID-19 thing, that's just me. I've been doing that for the past 4 years. So the grocery delay improvement, improvise for the morning, so I have to take the groceries. 4:32 was the kind of fast food kind of improvised that I just covered the photography there. So next we also have some stuff here on the left hand side, region D. We have this stuff I need to pick up from the grocery as well, so this is not going to be fully just food for groceries. I'm missing some of these, and what I do is every time I go out is I take a paper napkin kind of like this, tissue paper, and I put it over the blue pleated mask, which I use only once a day and then discard. But the fact is, of course, you wear it once and then you wear it once while you're going to your destination, and then you come back to say residence or home or whatever, and so I would toss away on the second use, and then that's that. So I ran out of those. They're quite critical. I mean, I wouldn't want to wear a mask twice without at least having some sort of barrier, so I'm going to get some new tissue papers. Same thing alongside with that. There's something else I need to improvise. These are very basic chore stuff. So we have this kind of Star Metro Toronto stuff. Basically, when I volunteered for a local hospital, that was May. Oh, I can't believe it's been more than a year ago. I had some of these newspapers I'd pick up because being at the information desk or whatnot, that was kind of like my area of supervision. I would read some of these kind of things, some kind of stuff, and local newspaper. I took it out from here, so there's region B1. That's why I was talking about this earlier. Region B1. I pulled it out from inside this bag because I need to, just some really basic, disgusting shit. And I just need to cut my hair, clip my nails, that kind of shit. And recently, this is not supposed to be some major event, but I've been using someone else's stuff to to cover up for my hair, which is stupid. I have newspaper here, and I've been neglecting that, so I feel like a fucking moron. Anyways, that's that. So newspaper, great, and tissue papers, that's great. So, and that's for the groceries, and we're gonna go work overtime. So about working overtime, I gotta mention that, of course, which, by the way, if I drag the task list up a little bit here, 435 photo clearance, we're done that. 436 newspaper improvise, yeah, that's that. And 437 like trashy art, whatever. There's still some stuff I guess I missed. So first of all, my brother, I'm gonna get back to my brother. Try to help him out a little bit. Because he's asked that I just, very simply like follow him on his thing, on his project. So I'm gonna try to remember that before I leave to work today, or at least when I come back, I'm gonna get that done. Also, my cousin, one of my cousins. So again, I'm keeping this very vague because it's private, right? But basically, I'm gonna hit up my cousin. He's asked to call and talk about important matters regarding career switching for him too. So that's that. I need to remind myself of that, and that's what I'm covering on stream. Third thing, another trivial item here. This clothes hanger fell down while I was taking a shower inside the washroom, which is shared between, I'm living, again, low income family household. There's like 4 different families inside this household. I'm just one of the tenants. The landlord comes up and uses the same washroom. So I wanted to wash this thing because it fell down, and, inside the washroom, everyone's like shitting, You flush the toilet, there's a stat. Basically, it goes airborne for 2 meters, so I don't really want to fecal matter basically shits all over the place. All right, so that's that. I think that's all I have to do in terms of this live stream, because I gotta go now. I gotta go like right now and go to like Walmart or No Frills or whatever, and then immediately I'll be lugging some really heavy grocery items over to my workplace. And regarding that, I'll talk a little bit just before this live stream ends. That basically, aside from having to include that I forgot to include the call to my cousin as well as my brother, but also a third item I missed on this task list here on the side, on the left hand panel, should have to do with repairing the damage that's been caused between these 7 months between me and my colleagues. So there's a lot of divide and division and distrust between us because I've really been pushing them. Well, the job itself is already not helping because it's you know what? Forget it. It doesn't matter. I don't have enough time. Point is, I need to just get to work and make sure that I live up to my own expectations, which you see in the title says foul on our empty words. And yesterday I said that I would arrive at a certain time, and I didn't. I just didn't. I didn't make it up on time. I was earlier than the previous day, but I was not early by enough. And, that's just my responsibility. That's my obligation, because if I don't do the work, they obviously have to pick up for me. Now, the workload was never fair to begin with. So, like I said, that's what adds to the division between us, because I'm carrying far more than I should be. And, but at the same time, that's my job. That's what I signed up for. Most of the people who are working on those other different roles, my colleagues, they're fantastic individuals. They just don't understand because they also sign up to their roles with their own particular purposes, right? They're all, almost retiring. They can't move at the same way that I can. That's why they just can't carry the same workload that I can. And so as a result, there's a lot of division between us. It's just the environment's not very good. It's not conducive to a positive working relationship. To have one person carry everything simply because they're younger, and then the older population just kind of sits down and has a chat the whole time, right? So, but they really can't do my job, and that's not really their fault either, right? They have their job, I have mine. That being said, they're very family-oriented people, and I hope to eventually be able to, within the next 6 months, leave and allow them to find better relationships with someone new. That being said, that's it for today. Take home message: take care of your health, your finances, yourself, because not to preach, but basically, if you share this understanding with me, you can only have something of value to offer to yourself and your colleagues, by making sure you can stand on your own 2 feet, become a strong, responsible, disciplined individual, and I hope to see a better version of you as well as myself in the next live stream tomorrow morning. This is Ahn Rho signing out. Thank you for tuning in, and I gotta get to work. Ciao.